Hey, this is Eric with WordCamp Seattle, and I'm here with Carole Olinger, who is the WordPress Community Manager from Plesk, one of our gold sponsors at WordCamp Seattle this year. Um, Hello, Carole. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do as WordPress Community Manager?
Hi, Eric. I'm happy to be here. Yes, I'm working as a WordPress Community Manager or Ambassador for Plesk since August this year, so I am still quite new to my job. And what do I do? I'm attending a lot of WordCamps with Plesk as a sponsor this year, and some more are already planned for 2018. And I'm building relationships between WordPress, between WordPress Community and Plesk, and I'm helping with social media. I also write content, especially WordCamp reviews, with a lot of photos because photography is one of my hobbies. And on the other hand, I am allowed to spend a considerable amount of time in WordCamp organizing and volunteering.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I am currently an organizer of 3 different WordCamps, which is WordCamp Cologne in Germany, about to happen in 3 weeks, and WordCamp Retreat Soltau, also in Germany next year, which is going to be a whole new concept. And yeah, it's going to be a retreat. And WordCamp Europe, where I'm working with the volunteers team. And yeah, considering that I didn't even know what WordPress was 1.5 years ago, when I fell in love with its community, more or less by coincidence, it was at WordCamp Europe 2016 in Vienna. Yeah, I can say that I'm more than happy now that Plus gives me the opportunity to continue to do what I love without being forced to choose between contributing to WordPress and, yeah, paying my bills.
Right.
So
That is really terrific.
Yeah. I mean, I feel blessed, and I'm really looking forward to all the awesome projects that we are creating together in the future.
Right. That's amazing. As someone who is just wrangling sponsors for WordCamp Seattle, which is one event, it's a lot of work. So you taking on 3 events is really props to you.
Yeah, I'm also a bit scared how it's going to be involved in this tree, but I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, it's going
Great.
to be fine.
Well, that's a wonderful way to contribute to the community. I was going to ask, how long has Plesk been involved in the WordPress community?
Well, in May 2014, yeah, we fell in love with WordPress, and we released the WordPress Toolkit as a part of Plesk. And Plesk WordPress Toolkit is an extension that allows you to manage different WordPress installations through a robust and mobile-friendly dashboard, and it gives you the control over your own site. Yeah, it simplifies the lives of web professionals, which is mainly our principal goal.
Yeah.
And after this release, we started sponsoring our first WordCamps in all over Europe. And right now we are focusing also on the Asia Pacific region, and as you can see, on the United States. And yeah, there's more to come all over the world next year, so stay tuned.
Cool. Yeah, as I've used the WordPress Toolkit, and I just think it's amazing. It's a really neat toolkit built into a hosting platform that allows you to manage multiple WordPress sites and do all sorts of really wonderful things, keep them secure.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. So why does Plesk sponsor WordCamps? Why do this? Why pay you to be the WordPress community manager?
Yeah, I think sponsoring WordCamps is a great opportunity to contribute to the open source project, of course, and also to give back to WordPress amazing community. And we would love to help the community grow and see more local and regional WordCamps happen, and of course also keeping them affordable for as many people as possible. It's important for us to be an integral part of the community. We see it as an opportunity to help others, but we also learn a lot by doing so. And yeah, being present at WordCamps allows us to answer questions face to face, to find solutions to problems in a more efficient way. And we learn even more. I mean, there are the wonderful talks, which are so valuable. And we are also able to find out about the community's needs and their thoughts about the WordPress future.
Yeah, that's great. So you've mentioned, I mean, obviously you're the community manager, and you've mentioned community and contributing a lot. Can you speak to what community means to you personally at your job, and then what it also means to Plesk as a whole, like, or what's unique about the WordPress community to you?
And I think what is unique about is this very, very welcoming and inclusive atmosphere at WordCamps.
Yeah.
I mean, I have never experienced this before at another community in my life. And my personal story is a bit, yeah, I think it's not really what people are used to hear. So I wasn't involved into WordPress at all when I was attending my first WordCamp. I only attended because I'm married to a developer, and yeah, he kind of forced me to join to his first WordCamp. Maybe he was also scared, I don't know. And yeah, I was a bit scared. I felt a bit like, oh, here's Penny and yeah, Big Bang Theory. So I had some kind of, yeah, I would even say fears that maybe people would not talk to me because I had nothing to share which could be WordPress related. And it was the exact opposite. So everybody was so welcoming to me, and yeah, I had some kind of withdrawal syndromes when I came back from Vienna because I have never experienced such a thing in my life before.
Right.
And yeah, I think for Plesk it's quite the same. Everybody is loving this inclusive atmosphere, and the community is inspiring and instructive in so many ways to us. The enthusiasm, professionalism, and passion from the devoted contributors are more than fascinating. And we would love to support this contribution to the open source project and be a part of it, so that WordPress and its benefits for every user and professional can continue to grow. And yeah, on the other hand, to optimize what we are doing, for example, the development of our WordPress toolkit, we need the valuable feedback from the community.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting you spoke about being timid, like you wouldn't have anything to contribute, or maybe people wouldn't accept you because you weren't a coder. And we're having a contributor day at WordCamp Seattle, and I run a monthly contributor meetup, and one of the questions we get a lot is, or statements is, I'm not a coder, I don't know enough to contribute. And I'm really fond of saying, if you show up, you contribute, just by showing up. And if you show up at a contributor day, you don't have to know anything. We need people of all sorts in the WordPress community, and that's what makes it magic, I think.
My experience at my first contributor day was a bit later. It was in Frankfurt in Germany, and yeah, I was also scared to participate to the contributor day because of being not a developer, not a coder. And in the end of the day, I joined the Polyglots team, and in the end of the day, I had translated a theme which was committed the same day, so I was very proud. And I joined the discussions for organizing this kind of new WordCamp retreat next year in Germany.
Yeah.
And this was my first step of becoming a WordPress organizer, and all this at my very first contributor day. So
that is terrific.
Magic can
happen. Thanks for your contributions. That's amazing. So I don't know if you know, but our theme at WordCamp Seattle this year is aviation. And so our kind of goofy question is, if after WordCamp we were to take you to Boeing Field and give you a plane so that you could fly around anywhere you wanted to meet WordPress users or developers or designers, where would you like to go?
Whoa, that's a good question. Yeah, well, this is my very first trip to the United States. So maybe, is it possible to ask you to forget about that plane this time and to provide me with an old Volkswagen hippie camper van instead?
Absolutely.
Because this would allow me to stay and travel inside the US and to meet as much local communities as possible till WordCamp US, which I'm also attending, so I don't have to fly back.
Yeah, I was joking with one of the gentlemen from GoDaddy yesterday that we should have like WordCamp Amtrak, which is, you know, train, where we get on the train and just travel around the US and have like a roving WordCamp, which would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Yeah, but for me, it's totally exciting to come to the United States now and to meet all these amazing and inspiring WordPress people and the companies with their awesome products, and yeah, our Plesk customers and partners. But yeah, if you insist on flying me somewhere, then I think definitely it should be San Francisco, because it would be very easy to find a camper van over there.
I think you're exactly right. Well, hey, on the behalf of the whole WordCamp organizing team in Seattle, I want to thank you and your team at Plesk for sponsoring. It's a really amazing thing, and for all the contributions that you've given to WordPress. Really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in Seattle next week.
Thank you. You're very welcome, and thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, and yeah, I'm more than excited to be in Seattle.
Right on. Well, have a great week, and we will see you next Saturday.
Yeah, great. Looking forward to it.
All right.
Bye
Take care.
bye.